Okay, hi YouTube, Mr. Who's the Boss here. In this video I'm going to be doing a gaming comparison between the iPad Air and the Xperia Z2. So the first game here is Super Stickman Golf 2. Now while this game was released 2 years ago, it does have a very nice art style and is indeed very fun to play. So the iPad is below and the Z2 is on the top. And as you can see, first of all, the Z2 has a slightly larger display. It's 10.1 inch compared to 9.8. On top of that, although the resolution is lower, the colours are definitely more saturated on its display. So the second game on this list is Minigore 2 Zombies, and I have to say this game is awesome. It's free on both Android and iOS platforms and it looks great on both. However, I have to say I'm going to give the edge to the Xperia Z2, and in this case it's literally just because of the colours. Whereas before with the Stickman Golf game it was because the Xperia Z2 was running at a native resolution, yet the iPad was only running it at the resolution of the original iPad, which isn't exactly great. So the game actually looks really good on both devices, I have to say, but just the enhanced colours and saturation, which hopefully you'll be able to tell on the Xperia Z2, and the slight increase in real estate just make the game experience a bit better. The only thing I would say against the Xperia Z2 is that you constantly have to deal with the on-screen buttons and they don't disappear in most apps. So the third game on this list is Fruit Ninja HD. Now as you would expect, generally speaking this game runs really well on both devices, but you might be surprised to hear that there's still some stuttering and lags when you're entering or closing menus and that kind of thing on both devices. And this is pretty shocking considering this game is like 3 years old and how far Android and iOS have supposedly come in that time. However, the gaming experience is generally pretty smooth on both devices, but I think the iPad just has a slight lead in this case. So the fourth and final game on this list is Subway Surfers, and this one is practically dominating the world right now. It's had something like 100 million downloads, which is quite frankly ridiculous. And this is actually one of those cases where Android is actually the more optimized platform, and as you can hopefully tell, the Xperia Z2 is running this beautifully. It's at solid 60 frames per second, nice and vibrant, very bright. But the iPad on the other hand, you can actually tell that its colours are not as nice, and actually, although people say the iPad's got a nice neutral display, I genuinely think it looks dull compared to the Xperia's. On top of that, it's actually only running at 25 frames per second, which is quite frankly poor. So that brings me to the end of the video, guys. I think the Xperia Z2 is one of the first Android devices that can effectively compete with the iPad. I think that the powerful internals combined with a really nice bright, high-resolution, colourful screen give you quite a nice gaming experience. On top of that, Android games are actually becoming more and more optimised by the day, and I think that as this continues to improve, we're just going to see increasingly good-looking and well-developed ports on it. And I seriously think that Apple needs to up its game now if it wants to compete. So that's it from me, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video and please subscribe for more.